Good evening, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, Divine Masculine. This will be your reading in the collective twin flame journey that we are doing. We are following this journey together. This reading will be with you from the 19th of November until the next 6 to 7 days, okay, of November 2021. Now, this will be a collective energy check for all the divine masculine in this twin flame connection, guys. We'll see your energy. We'll see what my spirit guidance is to you, what my spirit has to tell you now. Okay, so welcome into this reading, guys, and take the message, take the guidance, and work with that energy and see what is going to happen, right? Now, let's call upon a divine angel, guide, ancestor, spirit, my divine source, into this reading for you in the twin flame divine masculine. Okay, and we'll see your energy. Broken heart in the reverse, third chakra, Archangel Shamuel. Yeah, you're healing, guys. There is a lot of healing that is happening inside of you. Healer of the ages, look. Yeah, you're trying to heal yourself, guys. It's more of self-healing, right? Even energetically in your physical self. Not just in the mental energy, but even in the physical energy. Seventh chakra, Archangel Uriel. Yeah, there is a lot of chakra clearance at this point in time. Strength, yeah. You're trying to get back a lot of strength and a lot of power in yourself, divine masculine. You know, there is a lot of anxiety still that is persisting in your life that you're trying to heal from. You're trying to heal and relieve yourself from all that difficult energy, right? Bringing back your personal strength, your personal power in this journey. And not just in this journey, guys, even for yourself, really. Let's call for 3 cards in here. And let's see what my spirit has to tell you around this portion in time. All tied up, okay. Excuse me. Storm warning. Okay. So you're kind of fearing something. And it's all very logical fearing, right? It's very mental energy I'm getting. It's all up in the head. You're fearing a disaster. You're fearing something not very good. That's what I'm trying to say. Blossoming abundance, yeah. And this card also wanted to come out. Angel of Love. Okay. So, yeah. But you know, before you get to this place in here, door to value, yeah, there could be stability issues. Magician and the Mirror. Financial constraint. Yeah, there it is. Financial constraint. Lot of deceit energy that you're trying to get away from, guys, into a spiritual awakening. But at the same point in time, there is a lot of financial constraint at this moment, divine masculine, that you are crossing through. And this could be because of a deceit energy. This could be because somebody is trying to take things from you. Somebody is trying to destabilize you monetarily. Somebody is trying to play around with your funds, right? So you are very logically, you're fearing the worst. You're kind of fearing some very bad situation. You know, it's like you already know something will happen and you're scared. But what my spirit is saying, guys, that don't be scared, because if you can cross through this situation in the right way, taking the right steps, you will only blossom, and all this will come back into the right place, the angel of love, right? But thing is about you, at this moment you're scared of something not really in your favor, basically, is what I'm getting. You know, because you do want to reach this place where there is a lot of abundance, growth, expansion with your divine feminine angel of love. But in order to, because she's the one who could be the, the empress, right? Because with the blossoming abundance and the angel of love, she definitely shows up as the empress energy. But the thing about you over here, guys, is that you know about it, but the problem is that you are fearing some kind of a disaster. It's card number 10. So there is an end to something, but that end could be anything for you, right? So it's all in the head, like if you have to reach that place, maybe you have to end something in your life. It can be anything that you're worried about. It's all up in the head. You're not talking about it, you're not seeing it, but it's there. It's there. Please talk to me about all tied up. It's all in the head, and you're kind of scared about this situation, guys. Okay, this wanted to come out, so I'm going to get this one out too. So, yeah, material, right? Material world, yeah. There's something about money you're scared about, guys. Let's look at the storm warning. Something about stability, finances in your life. Something you're not very sure you can deal or handle it. That kind of a situation where you're monetarily feeling a little skeptical about the whole situation here, because of a karmic situation you have in your life. Who could be controlling your finances? It can be that, right? Who could be controlling your finances, and you're very much aware of that healing right in the center, right? But you're fearing some kind of a disaster. That's what I'm getting more so. Ascending, okay. Let's look at the blossoming abundance and the angel of love, and let's see here. A lot of shadow energy at work. Even that all tied up is more of a shadow energy I'm getting, guys. Very shadow energy you have, right? That you're scared about, and you're not saying that to anybody, but you're fearing some kind of not so good energy here with regards to your own understanding, because something, there is a fresh start, right? We'll see what is going on here. We'll clarify the cards, but first let's move into the reading. You want to start something monetarily, you want to start and begin something fresh in your life. That's more so is the point of this story right now. Where you want to end a situation, but to end that situation, you might have to go through a lot of problem. You could be already receiving threats for some of you, right? You could have you could be receiving threat that if you do this, this will happen. Or, somebody could be coming up and saying something really harsh to you. It's a very, it's like a situation where that if you do something against the wishes of somebody in your life, For your own happiness, you will have to go through a lot of problems. And that is what you're scared about. But you definitely want the blossoming abundance that she has with her, right? That she has with her. You definitely want to join hands and get this on track, because she could be moving again. She could be moving towards an expansion in her life as well. So, whatever that situation is, we'll see, guys. But you could be receiving threat. People could be threatening you, or whosoever in your life sorry, excuse me, you're attached with, could be causing you severe mental harassment. Is also a part of this story. It's also a part of the story, guys. Okay. So in the first part, with all tied up, you have patience, muse, and material world. So it's clearly talking about some kind of stability that you're trying to understand how to work with that, right? You're trying to control your emotions, trying to balance your emotion, but at the same time, logically, you're feeling very, very tight. On the outer, in the exterior part, on the outer surface, you're trying to project a very calm and controlled demeanor, is more what I'm getting. Because at the same time, you're working on something, you're trying to paint a fresh situation, with the muse that concerns something in the material world that could be only money or any kind of material issues. Let's see, it could be property, assets, money, anything. Please talk to me about patience. But outside of you, you're trying to maintain a very calm demeanor. You're trying to hold your patience. Yeah, the Empress, right? You're trying to hold your patience for this story here because you want her. And in order to bring her back into your life, you have to be very emotionally balanced. Divine Masculine. Yeah, 8 of Wands. In order to move forward, in order to communicate, right? In order to reach the same level of, what's the word I'm looking for? To be on the same page. You have to have that calm demeanor, is more what I'm getting. Please talk to me about the Empress, but you're definitely trying to work with this energy, or you're trying to follow this energy from her. It can be anything. Please talk to me about the Empress. But it's a lot of fertility you're looking at for yourself. Yeah, see? The 9 of Pentacles and the Devil. Yeah. You want to be free now, guys. You want to be free because somewhere you're realizing that you had been holding her in a very toxic situation. That can be one, right? But she has always been the Empress. From the 9 of Pentacles, she has become the Empress, or she's becoming the Empress. She has worked very hard in her life. You know that, right? She has worked very hard in her life. She has earned her rewards, the rewards that you haven't probably been able to receive as yet. So it could be jealousy, right? It could be jealousy you had for her. It could be envy. It could be your own restriction towards this independence of her. Like you are, okay, this is what I'm getting, that from the 9 of Pentacles to the Empress, you already know that somewhere she will reach that state of being the Empress. You knew that because she also has a very calm and controlled and patient demeanor, right? So you were probably trying to restrict that. You were holding her hostage. You were holding her hostage, and it was a very toxic situation that you were holding her, maybe against her will, where now she wants to free herself from this atmosphere and gradually embark on her own journey, right? Because she has realized that you have been holding her hostage. You have, and that was more because what I'm getting, guys, is because of your own illogical, irrational understanding about the whole situation. And this illogical and irrational, all tied up in the head about her, was because you felt that she has her independence, she has her power, she has her 9 pentacles, she is that go getter, she has that freedom, and therefore you try to curb and control that situation in her life by not actually giving her the right love, but holding her in a very toxic situation, trying to suppress her from becoming the empress is more than what I'm getting, guys. Trying to suppress her because she has been very patient with you. She also has been very patient with you because she too wanted, and she has that calm demeanor of the empress, where she doesn't lose sight of her own story, right? She doesn't lose her emotions. She has that patience. She has everything in her rightful place because she is the empress, right? But you, divine masculine, because of your, like I said, your illogical and irrational understanding about her situation, you were trying to counteract that in a very brutal way. That's the best way I can put it. You were trying to stop her more so, but you were not letting her go, right? You were not letting her go, and this is what you desire a change from, even in yourself, or she desires a change in herself. It can be anyone. Okay, this situation is not going to work, will not work, and you have realized that. No toxicity, no toxic love can ever continue for too long. And if you try to hold somebody in that toxic atmosphere, that person will either leave you or something will happen that you will be forced to leave that situation because it is a wrong thing. That's where universe will step in, right? Let's look at the muse. Because you probably were more focused on the money part of the story, divine masculine. Money was important to you. So because she probably had her monetary independence or has her monetary independence, you did not allow her to live her life. Why? Because you felt that you do not have enough to match her wealth or her attitude. It can be anything, right? The 8 of Swords. Yeah. This is where the toxicity was. You haven't spoken, the 5 of Cups. This is where the toxicity has been. Where you know that you have done this mistake, you haven't allowed her to move because you have been holding her hostage, if that's the way I would like to say it, right? And this resulted in a loss of communication. This resulted in a very toxic atmosphere. It resulted in a very toxic situation that you had created. Please talk to me about the material world. And this is all because of the money part. Yeah, the King of Cups. You're realizing that you haven't shown her emotions. You haven't given her love. Why? Because you had too many options. And more so, the option was the material options. money options, finance options, wealth options, property, this, that, assets, material options. You were trying to choose whether you want the money, whether you want the material options, whether you want her. You could not, because you were playing around with too many emotional options. So you were not decided. You could not fix your emotion towards her, is what I'm getting. Okay, it's towards her. Please talk to me about the King of Cups. And this is where you lacked your emotional intelligence. You thought you could get away with that kind of a situation, but today you can see, even in yourself, forget about anybody telling you, you can see even in yourself that what you have done was extremely wrong and brutal. Brutal. Okay, that's the way I would like to say it. Extremely wrong and brutal. Please talk to me about the King of Cups. You sat in your throne, right? But you did not use your emotional intelligence because you were playing around with too many choices you had, right? And this is where the Fool card. So there is a trust issue. She cannot trust you anymore. The reason being, you haven't yet spoken the truth, the Ace of Swords. So there is a trust issue. Now, after what you have done with her, guys, come on, let's be very fair about the whole situation. She finds you to be very untrustworthy. She cannot put her faith and trust on you because she knows that you cannot. When it comes to trust issue, you are not to be trusted. And trust is something, remember, trust is a very, very fine line. If it goes, if it appears, it's very difficult to wipe it out. Right? It's something that you cannot say it. You cannot talk about it. You cannot tell anything, but in your heart of heart, divine masculine, that you haven't shown her that kind of compassion, love, or something that she can believe you in, really. Right? And now you want to start. You want to begin that trust. But trust, like I told you, just doesn't happen overnight. Like you go and tell her, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and you think she's going to trust you. It's difficult until the truth and clarity, the breakthrough happens from the universe, right? But there is a chance because the Ace has appeared. So there could be a moment that happens quickly, and if that moment goes by, then you would lose it. So that can also be the problem here. But definitely you can understand that she has definitely lost her trust on you. That's the problem. Please talk to me about all tied up. Because she sees you as a person, right? More so I'm getting. She sees you as somebody who is all about money and stability. But when it concerns emotions, you haven't given her anything that she can believe you for, right? And emotion is not something you can hold or you can feel. Emotion is that realization, right? That realization, that sentiment, that knowing without telling. That is that trust, right? That is the trust. Please talk to me about all tied up. So you know that, divine masculine. You're aware of that situation, of what you have done towards this situation. Yeah, the 8 of Wands, right? The 8 of Swords, the 8 of Wands. It's your karma. You're trying to clear up that situation. The 3 of Swords. That there has been so much of pain because of your doings, your wrongdoings. Whatever has happened in this journey, divine masculine. You're trying to clear up that karma. You're trying to end that situation, but you also know that it's not going to be easy. There will be a lot of storm from the past that will be coming forward. It is all brewing somewhere. It's all brewing, right? See, and this is where return, healing, and ascending. You're trying to heal in yourself from that situation. You're trying to tell yourself that it's okay. You want to return back to her. Your shadow side says that. I'm not saying. Your shadow is telling me that you want to return back to her, but you also want to heal by yourself, right? In order to move forward. Because you have created so much of turmoil, even in yourself. Forget about the journey, forget about her story. Just in yourself, right? You have created so much of havoc that now you're realizing that it was all a part of your karmic lesson. Please talk to me about the return here. It's not an easy thing, guys. It's not easy. Your shadow side is talking about, please, I want to come back. But then the trust issue is here. Because you know, divine masculine, that if you go tell her that, she won't believe you. Because she has seen you in a different shape and form. And once you create that image, right? Let me say this to you. Once you create that image, it's very difficult to override that. Please talk to me about the return. It's all about the picture you have painted. See, 8 of Swords, 8 of Swords, 8 of Wands. It's all a karmic pattern. It's a repetition of a karmic cycle, right? And it's the picture you have painted in front of her, that where she now finds it difficult to trust you. Very simple, clear message here, guys. With the return, look, Ace of Cups and the Page of Cups. You want to offer your apology. You want to make her happy. You want to come back to her. You want to see her smile. You want to see her laugh. You want to, give her something, tell her something that will really make her smile and fill her heart with joy. That's what you want to do, as you return back, as you want to return back to her, where subconsciously you want to be happy, and you want to make her happy. Right? You, both of you. Like, it's not just you. You want that happiness by yourself, and you also want to give her that happiness. Right? This is where the story is. And this is how you want to return back to her, guys. This is what you want to do, and this is the King of Wands, right? This is what you're thinking about. You want to take action on this. You're thinking about it. You're enhancing your vision. You're motivated. You probably want to be a little bit theatrical, a little bit dramatic here as well. And you're trying to imagine what is the drama, what is that theatrical, dramatic acting that you can possibly do. Please talk to me about the healing, right? And this is all about chakra healing. This is all about chakra healing. So a lot of things, guys. Yeah, see the King of Wands. This is what you're trying, because she's very unhappy, the Four of Cups. And even you're unhappy, not only she, right? Both of you guys are unhappy, and you want to make her happy. You want to make her happy, and that is what, that storm is all about. You're trying to understand what it is that you can now push away in order to start fresh, in order to begin that fresh journey, in order for her to trust you back with this relationship, right? The Hermit. Yeah, there's a lot of, you're trying to work with yourself, with your energy. You're trying to heal. You're trying to understand yourself better. You're trying to understand where you have gone wrong. What is that you need to do now? How you need to make her happy? How you need to feel happy? How, both of you guys can heal together, right? Healing is very important now, and you know that because of the situation here. Please talk to me about the ascending here. Because there is so much of calamity that has happened in this relationship that now it's like damage control is become very difficult, or it's becoming very difficult for you. Because, see, strength, your personal power, like, you need a lot of power. You need a lot of power because thing is that Queen of Swords, here she is, in order to face her, right? Because she's all about truth, she's all about honesty, and if she sees that you're coming to her again with some kind of a difficult image that she doesn't want, she'll simply cut you out. She'll simply cut you out because she doesn't trust you anymore. So she is very alert. She's very alert about your situation. And she's not going to give you any kind of leeway to do anything wrong with her anymore. Right? So if you have to move towards her, guys, you need a lot of strength to tame your own fear, because she could be brutal now, and she can be brutal with you as well, as far as her communication goes. Please talk to me about this storm warning. And this is what you're fearing, right? That she will come back to you with a vengeance. Yeah, there has been silence over this situation. She hasn't spoken about it. She has a lot of things in her, and you know that. But she has maintained her silence because intuitively, subconsciously, she knows a lot. The Seven of Wands. And that's where she's guarding herself. She's not opening up her, she's not telling you everything. She's not going to open up and tell you everything. Oh, this is my plan. That is my plan. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. No. No. She's very, very silent at this point. Right? But at the same time, you know that she has a lot of things inside of her that hasn't been exposed or closed. Please talk to me about the High Priestess. So just because she's silent does not mean that she has forgiven and forgotten the past with you. No. Yeah, the Six of Pentacles. Yeah. She knows the story, right? And this is where she's silent. She wants to see what you're going to do now. The Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, she wants to see because you deserve that reciprocity. Whereas she knows that you have done this reciprocity with your karmic connection. You haven't given it to her. So she has a lot of things inside of her that she hasn't yet spoken about. But when the time comes, guys, watch out. She will come back with a lot to say. Lot to say. And that will be like a flood. But that is important. That is also important, guys. Why? Because it will help to close off the chapter. Unless you vent out, this is like she's not venting, right? She hasn't vented. So it's important for somebody to vent out. Because only when you can vent it out, that's when the chapter closes. Because you're like releasing all that pent up emotions. You're releasing all that pent up situation that she has, gone through. She has gone through. And she knows that. So now she can tell you, she can come back and tell you that you haven't really reciprocated, you haven't given her anything. So how is the trust going to be applicable here? You might be trying to return back to her. Divine Masculine. You might be trying to return back to her, and you're trying to understand what is the drama. Not in a bad way, but more so theatrically. What can you do to impress her? It's more about impressing her, right? But you also know that you need a lot of strength because she will not so easily forgive and forget the past of whatever that you have done. You haven't been generous with her at all, and she knows that. And that is where you will require a lot of strength to handle her emotions. Okay, let's get down here, guys. Numbing offer and answer is no. So again, this is a shadow energy. Please talk to me about the numbing. You could have been numbing something. She knows that you haven't been speaking about it, but it's a very shadowy energy here. Yeah, the Six of Cups, right? The soulmate connection that you haven't paid attention to. And now you want to balance this. You want this emotion back. You want this love back that you had been suppressing, divine masculine. You hadn't been able to work with it. So what you did was you kind of pushed it aside. You did not delete it from your memory, but you kind of pushed it towards a far end of some corner of your gray cells. But now you want just the opposite. You want this love. Because you know this love is unconditional love between two people who have come into this world together as twins for a reason. For a reason. Please talk to me about the Six of Cups. But you could be having a lot of inner child issue as well, which is where you were scared and you had been numbing that situation because you had something of your past that you were carrying in the present, which could be stemming from your inner child issue. Oh, too many cards, guys, but we'll see here. Let's see. Yeah, see? The Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. And this is where you have been juggling with her. You have been juggling because you could not decide, you could not make up your mind. Because this could be completely an inner child issue, guys. A complete inner child problem. That's why you could not leave her and you could not accept her. But you know this was your past life connection. You know this is your soulmate, twin flame connection. Yet, you found it difficult to acknowledge her presence in your life because she would come to you as she would be known in the society as your mistress, right? So your image would be spoiled. So that's where you were like, I don't know, right? Whether I want to spoil my image for this love. So what you did was you kind of numbed it because of this problem, right? Which could be, again, a part of your adult growing up years that you have seen other people or you had a bad experience with somebody in your family you have seen, who might have had some kind of an affair like this and was not happy or whatever. It could be your parents, your family, your children, your past, anything, your friends, right? But now here is a situation, the lovers. Okay, lot of balance. You want to balance back the situation. You want to bring back harmony in the situation. You want to move forward, and you're trying to find strength in yourself. You're trying to find your determination to do this work. Because all throughout you had been numbing. You had sidetracked the whole situation. You had pushed it away from your brain. So, and you were juggling. Whenever you thought about her, you juggle. Oh, should I do this? Can I tell her this? Maybe not. Let her stay where she is. No, I'm not going to tell her. It's okay. Let her be on the side or whatever. Right? But now you are trying to understand and you're trying to find your reasoning as to what you can do to take this journey forward. Justice. You know why? Because you want justice, and you know you have created an injustice here, that you haven't worked yourself in the right way, where the Nine of Swords is clearly talking about a lot of pain, a lot of guilt, a lot of shame in yourself about your own situation, right? That now you're trying to walk away from and manifest something completely new, right? Let's see the offer. Please talk to me about the offer here. So it is a difficult situation. You know that you have made her unhappy. Forget about that. What you have done was brutal. I've said this before, the Star. Yeah. And you are trying to heal from this situation. The King of Pentacles. You're trying to bring back your faith, your hope, your purpose in yourself. Right? You're trying to rejuvenate your confidence. You're trying to gain back your confidence. You're trying to gain back your power, your stability in yourself. You're trying to ground yourself here because there has been so much of shame and guilt, that you have not been able to sleep in the night. You've stayed awake. You've stayed awake, wondering if Providence is going to come forward and help you from this situation. Right? You were hiding from Providence too. You were afraid to face your own fears of what you have done, Divine Masculine. The answer is no. Please talk to me about the answer is no. Magician and the Seven of Swords. Yeah. This is what you had manifested. This is where Spirit is saying, please don't do that. Answer is no. You shouldn't be indulging in any kind of this situation where there has been trickery, deceit, wrongdoings, lies, cheating, not taking responsibility, whatever that situation that you have manifested that's causing so much of pain, even in yourself, Divine Masculine. And and this is causing a lot of insecurity in yourself, that you are being scared of facing her today. In reality, you're scared of facing her because, when you turn back and you see the past, what do you see of what you have done? This is what you are so shameful about. You're so shameful that you had not trusted your own intelligence. You had not trusted in your providence. Please talk to me about this Star. It's very sad. It's very, very sad. Just talk to me about the Star here. Yeah, the Nine of Cups. Yeah, now you want to. You want to trust Providence. See, the King of Pentacles again. You want to trust Providence in order to bring back all the happiness that you had lost. Nine of Swords, Nine of Cups. Because of what you have manifested in this whole story. Right? Where you could not be happy because there was so much of problems here. Blossoming abundance here. You're wishing that your wish now comes true. That's what you're wishing. Yeah, blossoming abundance, the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you're trying to move forward, guys. You're trying to manifest something new, but you're scared, from the place that you have been stuck or you've been scared of, right? You're trying to come out of that situation, the Four of Pentacles. Please talk to me about the Angel of Love, because she is nothing but the Angel of Love, right? She's the Queen of Cups. For me, that is the Angel of Love. Please talk to me about the Angel of Love. The King of Pentacles. Yeah. You're trying to bring back some kind of stability, financial stability, confidence. The Three of Wands, right? Trying to expand something here. And it could be only money and stability. But it's going to take a while. With the Three of Wands, it's not going to be a cake. It's going to, you're trying to get out of all the restrictions you might have in yourself, right? But you also know that you have to wait for the time, right? It's not going to be a cakewalk for you, nonetheless. Please talk to me about the King of Pentacles here. It's not going to be easy, guys. That's what I'm trying to say. Because from the Page to the King, it's going to be another journey where you have to start from the beginning to reach that King. So, to blossom the abundance and bring her back, you have to start from the scratch as a kindergarten student. Right? And then go on to become the king or achieve a master or a PhD in your subject, right? So you have to start from the bottom rung of your ladder, basically. The Six of Swords, in order to move forward. Because you need money. Some of you guys could have drained your money, could have drained your assets, your finances. So unless you become the king, unless you get back your stability, you will not be able to move forward, right? Because of this, you want this commitment. There is a commitment, the Ten of Cups and the Four of Coins, right? But you're stuck in that commitment because of your material part of the story. Your material part of the story. So you have to start from the scratch and then constantly keep improving to graduate into a king. And only once you have graduated and you have got back your stability, that's when you can move towards your peace and serenity, right? Leaving whatever baggages you have collected in your life, to move past that into a more peaceful and serene area, but for which there will be a lot of work that you will have to put in, because you had manifested divine masculine. You had been manifesting people or energies or situations in your life who have come, taken your money, robbed you, could be that too, left you high and dry, right? And it's all because you could not take the right decision at the right time. That's more what I'm getting, guys. That's very much what I'm getting, right? So this is where you have been stuck, feeling very insecure and lost. The Five of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Four of Swords with the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you know what? You have, because she's holding the money, right? Your karmic situation has the money. She has the money. She has the monetary power, This is the problem. She has all the money. That is the money that she's controlling in her life, right? And you have been trying to get to that money. You have been trying to get to that money, but you haven't been able to reach that. You haven't been able to reach that. You just fell silent. You could have been you could have been saying a lot of things, doing a lot of things that was not right. From where you graduated into becoming more frank and honest about your situation, but then suddenly, you became all silent. There's no communication with her. There is no communication with your karmic situation around this portion in time because she is holding the money in her clasp. Yeah, she has the money power. So, that's where you tried, right? You tried with the five of sword. You have learned your lesson. Maybe that you were being too frank and honest about certain situations in your life that you shouldn't have told her, and you shouldn't have communicated with her, right? Which is where you have learned your lesson now, and that is where you have become silent. You're not saying anything to her, to your karmic situation at this point in time. Yeah, you're silent. You're silent because she is holding the bank account, or she's holding the monetary power. Yeah, and this is where, see, the Hierophant, door to value and fresh start. This is where you want to walk out of this commitment, which is a commitment only when just a commitment for monetary purpose that you have with your karmic. There is no love, there is no warmth, there is nothing, but it is just a very material money contract you have with her, from where you want to start fresh. You want to start fresh. You want to lift out of that situation where your contract with your karmic is only with money and nothing else. Nothing else, guys. I'm sorry to say this. And you want to start the situation fresh. And because of this situation, you could not leave the money. Not you could not leave her, but you could not leave that money that she is holding in her clutches. It's very apparent from this reading. The Ten of Cups, right? The Magician and the Mirror and the cycle, right? So you're trying to close this cycle. You're trying to heal from this monetary commitment, right? There is no love commitment. It's a monetary commitment. It's a commitment where only money is concerned. You're trying to heal from that situation and close that cycle. The Four of Pentacles, financial constraint. Yeah, see? Because you're very scared about your money part and this commitment that you could not leave with your karmic, because she, like I told you, I'm repeating, she has the money in her pocket. The Five of Swords, deceit. Look, there was a lot of deceit energy that somebody could have played, somebody could have had with this money, haven't told you the truth, have given you wrong information, divine masculine, which is where this deception has happened. Look, which is where this deception has happened. And you're very much aware of this situation here. The Knight of Swords, door to spirit and communication. And this is where you are, you're understanding your spiritual journey. You're becoming more clear about your goals in life, right? You're communicating with your spirit world. There is a lot of communication with your spirit world. You're getting a lot of download. There is a lot of new plans, maybe that you're thinking about in your life, how to move forward. And there's a lot of spiritual guidance, lot of spiritual guidance, lot of spiritual communication that you are slowly getting in touch with. The Four of Swords, the temple path, and the dreams. Yeah, because you want to join hands with somebody in your life, and this is where you're understanding, right? You're not talking about it, but your understanding is becoming clear what this journey has been all about with your divine feminine. This is a temple path. This is a spiritual journey. This is a place where your dreams are. This is where your dreams will come true if you can go there. The Queen of Pentacles, the broken heart in the reverse, pride and ego. There you go. See here. She's the karmic. Okay? She is the karmic. You're healing from that situation. You're healing from that situation of whatever happened. And what are you healing from? Your pride and ego that you had towards this situation that did not allow you to leave this situation, nor did it allow you to talk about the situation, or to mend your ways, because you had so much of pride about the situation in yourself that you were not even able to tell people, forget about anybody else, even to people, right? Your friends, your relatives, anybody, about the real true situation here with her, with your karmic. And that was all because of your own situation, of your own pride, of your own ego. The Ace of Pentacles, adjacent possibilities and free will. And this is where you are coming in contact, or you will be coming in contact, that it's, you will find ways, because you are freeing yourself. You're free. Everybody has their free will. If you want to do it, you don't want to do it. You want to do it now. Going forward, you want to start something real, tangible in your own life, in the real world, that brings you back your prosperity, that brings you back your wealth, and you're looking for options. And you're giving yourself the permission to start a new journey in your life. This will take you a little bit of a time, but all these energies are cropping up in your favor as you move past your own, as you heal, right? As you heal, as you get better, as you understand where you have gone wrong, as you learn to forgive yourself, forget the past in yourself. Don't worry about what the divine feminine is doing or will not be doing. Just by yourself. Healing from all that situations, you need to take this very seriously, divine masculine. Enjoy this reading, guys. Until I see you once again. Till then, goodbye. God bless. Khuda Hafiz and Namaste.